lo hice. Después del cine. Fíjese que eso ya
Hey, good morning.
Good morning.
Hey, good morning. Can you hear me now?
Hey, good morning.
Good
How
morning.
are you? Lately, I think it's the first time I talk to you.
Yes, yes, this is my first time. Nice to meet you.
Nice, nice. Okay, so hold on, give me a sec. Okay. I'm going to get started with the class. Oh, I need to okay. So lately, how are you?
Good, good. Happy that it's good weather today. For the
Is
first
it?
time, it's not hot here. Yeah,
Yeah, yeah, it's kind of cold today in the morning. That's
yeah,
correct.
kind of. Just a little bit, but it's definitely uh, an improvement.
Yeah. Are you in Santa Tecla, San Salvador?
San Salvador.
Good. And what do you do at Plaudo?
I'm a service delivery leader.
Okay.
Yeah, so basically, I'm in charge to oversee all the deliverables date, work allocation, and of
Okay.
course, the well-being of the team. Yeah, it's very similar to a product manager.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah.
That is nice. It's a good stuff. And I guess you're from from home as well.
Yes. Yes, I go to the office 1 day a week.
How cool. That's very cool.
Yeah, it's really convenient.
Mm-hmm. Same as me.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Okay. I'm trying to pull up the info here. Okay, good. Okay, I'm gonna share the screen here. I'm gonna share the screen. I'm gonna show you the topics that we'll be working with throughout this month or throughout this course, okay?
Okay.
Um so let me Ernesto, have I spoken with you before as well, or is it the first time as well?
Hi. No, this is the first time as well.
Oh, the first time too?
Yes.
Oh, that's nice then. That um and what's your position at Plaudo?
I'm sorry, did I get?
What is your position?
Yeah.
Position.
I'm a backend developer at Aplaudo. Basically, a software engineer.
Okay. That's nice. That's nice. Well, I'm Jairo. That's my name. I'm gonna be with you for this month. And as I was mentioning to the rest of your team, this is not like an English class. It's more like a conversation group that we get to speak about business topics. And the whole point of this is just to think and speak about business. Okay, we're not here to learn like we're gonna go through grammar stuff or English class. It's more about conversation stuff. Okay.
Okay.
Um,
May I have a question?
sure. Then yeah,
Actually, my biggest concern when I saw that this is like the last course of the whole program, it
correct.
seems, right? Okay, so I do have problems with grammar
hmm
and writing. That is one was my uh weak weakness. So what if I want to um like go deep in grammar or even a question? Because I saw them. I actually started classes in the courses that I was rolling in the um in the web page. I don't know how to call it,
Sure.
like in the
Yeah.
platform, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
So and there were a couple of sentences that sounds like odd to me, and assume that it's because I don't really understand that grammar part. So how can I like um go and if may I have a question for you about this kind of stuff, or how will it work? I'm sorry, I cannot hear you.
Yeah.
Ah,
It was
okay.
me. So even though the reason why I'm saying that this is not, can you guys excuse me for a minute?
Sure.
I'll be back, okay? Sorry.
Don't worry.
Sorry, I just had a situation there that I needed to attend. Okay, so okay, let me explain to you this. This is something that I explained to the guys when we initiated this course, which is the 3 different months, right? So we got English for Business 1, English for Business 2, and English for Business 3, which is the one we're covering right now. You guys already know English. You know how to speak. You have conversations already. You do stuff in English. Me, for example, lately, if I hear you talk, I hear you fine, right? So to me, your English level is good. For the little we've spoken, um, um, I can sense that's good. Okay. Now, what I told to your team when we initiated this course is that I told them this, I want you to see this course as a conversation thing, unless you do have questions about grammar stuff in specific. While we're talking, while we're conversating each other, we're gonna identify like like areas of opportunity, and I'm gonna work on these areas of opportunity with you when I notice them, or if you do have questions about grammar stuff in specific. So then we'll get to that.
Okay.
So same thing I'm telling you. Um, we're gonna be talking about business, but if you do have a question that is related to the topic related to the topic in question, and the grammar is related to the topic in question, we can cover that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sounds good.
So do not worry if you have a question related to that, go ahead and ask. If the question is not related to the topic, you can ask me, and then I can give you an answer after the class, and then I can give you some links to watch videos about any particular thing specifically.
Great. Thank you.
Yep.
I do have a quick question also.
Okay.
Yesterday I started with the content of the platform,
Okay.
and I reached the exercise 4. It's a complete the reading. So basically my question is that I attempted to fill the paragraph, and when I hit submit, it told me that I didn't reach the persons. However, the answers in the bottom of the page told me that they are all correct. So yes. So the feedback, if you know, you submit the exercise and gives you the feedback at the bottom of the page, and it's telling me that all the answers were right. However, it's not allowing me to go to the exercise 5 because of the person.
Of the percentage, you mean?
Exactly, percentage.
Okay.
Yeah.
Are you on a computer right now so you can show me?
Yes.
Yeah, I'm gonna stop sharing so you can show me.
I struggle always trying to share the screen in Zoom. Yeah, at Aplaudo we use Microsoft Teams.
Oh, Teams. Oh, yeah, me too. At work, I use Teams. So at the beginning for Zoom, I was like,
if I'm not mistaken, you should be able to see a screen or not.
No, it's oh no, it's yeah.
So is this one?
Okay. Okay, so when you complete them all.
Yep. Don't remember keywords. Tactics. Yeah, I send like 5 times. That's usually I think here is a space for this one. For two examples. This was at least one. Identify or without losing faith. If I'm not mistaken, this is how I completed yesterday. So,
Okay.
and I hit submit. And if you see, here it's telling me that.
Okay, so all of them are correct. You need to practice. You need to practice more. Click to try it again. You completed this test on. Your score is 0%. Incorrect. Okay, so taking a screenshot, please, and send it to the group. Taking a screenshot, send it to the group. And then I'll ask, or taking a screenshot, send it to me. I'll ask someone in the in the team.
Okay, in the WhatsApp group.
Yeah, send it over to the WhatsApp group. I'll ask or send it to me. Send it over to me. I'll ask my boss to see why we're getting this message, even though all of the answers are correct. Just taking a screenshot and send it over to me.
Okay, but
yeah.
What is your phone number here?
Oh, or send it to the group. That's good.
Okay, perfect. I will do it. So that was my little question. Okay. Okay, I just sent it.
You sent it? Okay.
Yep.
All right. So leave it with me. I'll talk to my boss and see why we're getting this message. I think is I don't know, maybe we'll have to verify something in the platform and I'm not sure because I'm not the one who did it or the one who always checks this out. But I'm gonna talk to him and see what I'll let you know after this class, okay?
Mm-hmm. Thank you.
All right, no problem. Okay. Now, sorry, I'm just gonna pull up something. Okay, so today's topic is about it's about negotiator in key terms. Yesterday with the class, I was talking about. Okay, let me share this with you. So yesterday's topic. So this is week 1. Right now we are in week 1, and these are the topics that we're covering. Yesterday we were speaking about effective negotiation. In today's class, we'll speak about negotiator and key terms. Let me show you this video first. What are key negotiation terms? When we hear this topic here, or this topic here, negotiator and key terms, what does come to your mind when you see this negotiator and key terms? What do you think this is going to be about?
I think it's related to the person itself, how you can handle yourself or manage a situation when you need to negotiate with someone or a group even. And key terms give you like all that areas that you need to focus on to have a successful negotiation.
That's correct. That's correct. That's good. Lately, someone else?
Yep. Thinking in negotiator, I think the participants of a conversation that they are looking for a goal or they have a topic in mind. And key terms probably are related to the words that can make the difference in that conversation and what's going through. That's the idea that I have.
That's right. Okay, good. So to understand a little bit more, thank you both. So to understand a little bit more about this, I also have this very short video, which is what are key negotiation terms in a post or acquisition employment agreement. So negotiator key terms, this is about, I mean, this involves everything. So it could be about business, it could be about work stuff, it could be about relationship with your boss and employee, relationship between your co-workers. It could be about everything. So negotiator key terms, it basically involves a lot. Okay. Now I'm gonna show you an example of this, and then we can start from here, okay? So let's hit on play.
Another heavily negotiated, especially in leverage recapitalization, another heavily negotiated item is an employment agreement. What are some of the most common terms heavily negotiated in an employment agreement?
So, you know, the things that would be in any employment agreement, right? So salary, benefits are two big ones, understanding what that looks like. And, you know, a lot of times a seller has been the primary owner and has just been taking distributions from the business, you know, when they needed them, or
has never had an employment agreement, probably.
Right. So, you know, an important thing for a seller to consider is what is their value to the business? If they had to go out and hire somebody to do their job in the open market, what would you have to pay that person? And, you know, that's probably what a buyer is going, or the range of what a buyer is going to want to pay you from a salary perspective.
Yeah, and we see that a lot in our negotiations in an employment agreement is, you know, business owner, entrepreneur making significant money, dropping a lot to the bottom line, and they're taking salaries, you know, on a, call it $20 to $25 million business, anywhere from $500,000 to $800,000. And generally for us, you know, just to your point, we're looking at what is market for that size business. We have to normalize salary. And, you know, that is an additional add back to EBITDA, which business owners, you know, typically might not think about. You know, that $400,000, $500,000 delta in salary, you're getting paid a multiple on that.
Right.
So you can either take it up front in a purchase price, or it can be taken away from EBITDA. So
Yeah, and that's, because that's not something intuitively that a lot of sellers think about, is an area where there's a lot of negotiation, to your point, and there's, not always a meeting of the minds at the front end. So that's an important area to flesh out, in the letter of intent, indication of interest stage, so you don't have those tough discussions once you've set a purchase price.
Right.
Okay, now let me show you. Um, okay, let me show you the screen again. Now, based on the kind of conversation they were talking about, I want to show you this other page, which is the keywords used in negotiation. And we have a lot of them here. We have alternatives, we have arbitration, commitment, compromise, concession, confidentiality. I mean, we have a lot here. We have 20. So I'm gonna play the video once more, and then I want you to think about which ones they used, if they use any, or if they use none of them, or which ones they could have used based on the topic or kind of conversation they have. I'll play this again. Hold on.
Especially in leverage recapitalization, another heavily negotiated item is an employment agreement. What are some of the most common terms heavily negotiated in an employment agreement?
So, the things that would be in any employment agreement, right? So salary, benefits are two big ones, understanding what that looks like. And, a lot of times a seller has been the primary owner and has just been taking distributions from the business, when they needed them, or
has never had an employment agreement, probably.
Right. So, an important thing for a seller to consider is, what is their value to the business? If they had to go out and hire somebody to do their job in the open market, what would you have to pay that person? And that's probably what a buyer is going, or the range of what a buyer is going to want to pay you from a salary perspective.
Yeah, and we see that a lot in our negotiations in an employment agreement is, business owner, entrepreneur making significant money, dropping a lot to the bottom line, and they're taking salaries, on a, call it $20 to $25 million business, anywhere from $500,000 to $800,000. And generally for us, just to your point, we're looking at what is market for that size business, and we have to normalize salary. And that is an additional add back to EBITDA, which business owners, typically might not think about. That $400,000, $500,000 delta in salary, you're getting paid a multiple on that.
Right.
So you can either take it up front in the purchase price, or it can be taken away from EBITDA. So.
Yeah, and that's, because that's not something intuitively that a lot of sellers think about, is an area where there's a lot of negotiation, to your point, and there's, not always a meeting of the minds at the front end. So that's an important area to flesh out, in the letter of intent, indication of interest stage, so you don't have those tough discussions once you've set a purchase price.
Right.
All right. Hold on. Okay, so I am going to send you Ernesto, and I'm going to send you, Ernesto, to the breakout room with Lady. And so you can discuss discuss about the video, discuss about what words were used or which ones were not. And I'll share with you the link so you can talk about this, okay?
Okay.
Good, thank you. Okay, can you please discuss about the video? Oh, sorry, it didn't go.
Yep,
Let me,
actually we're waiting for the link.
yeah, I clicked on it and it didn't go. Let me try it again. Upload. Here, this one. Okay, there you go.
Oh, okay.
Thank you.
It's in the WhatsApp. Okay.
Yeah, it's always in the WhatsApp group.
Okay. So, okay. So the idea is to go one by one and confirm with her that work or
The idea is for you to speak about first about what the video is about. Speak about the video, and then second, go through the words and say which ones they used, which ones they didn't, which ones they could have used.
okay.
Correct.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay,
So-
yeah, go ahead, Ernesto, please.
No. I'm sorry. I was about to mention that what I got from the video, it seems that they were talking about a conversation related probably a possible employee and a possible employer, and that we need to normalize to bring to the table the work salary and benefits, and that should be probably two main keys whenever they have a conversation, and also that the salary might depend of the value of the value that this person can bring to the business. Yeah, try to normalize the word salary and benefits whenever they were talking about hiring someone. I think that's what I got from the video.
Okay, now if we go through the words or the vocabulary that I brought for you, you can go through each one of them, or you can say which ones they could have used or they didn't. Or if they didn't use any, so then you can kind of relate those words and vocabulary with them. I mean, with the video.
Yeah, I went through the words and I didn't recall that they said anything. They said negotiation a lot. But I was thinking in concession because probably the guy we was asking, probably the interviewer, I will say, he mentioned something that a huge company might try to evaluate the amount of salary that they're offering to the employees. So I'm thinking the word fight, which is concession, that could be a key word in that part of the conversation.
Mm-hmm.
I heard something that I was supposed to ask you that is add back. I didn't recall. What is the meaning of add back?
You were on mute.
Sorry, I was muted. Add back is when you are adding something to, when you add something to a business or something else again. For example, if you say, I'm going to add my value to the company back, or I'm going to add my value to the company again. When you say add again stuff to something,
Okay.
so you're adding something, but again.
Mm-hmm.
Or that would be one meaning. And then the other meaning, add back, is when you, for example, I give you something, I give something to the company, but the company will give me something as well.
Okay. I think that's the second meaning that they were
Yeah.
talking. This is something like add back to the business or owners,
Yeah.
right? Probably the word 15 also is offer one of more options that it's sent to the negotiation to the offer, because yeah, they are offering a salary / benefits to someone.
I guess as also the final agreement,
Mhm.
they refer to it like putting a price on the company before the acquisition. So final agreement, it will be like similar expression, because it will represent like the amount, right? The final price they mentioned. And maybe issue, I'm not sure if they mention it, but issue, it will be like they have that delta that needs to be they need to make a decision on where they're going to charge that, if in the initial price, like up front, or later in the final price. So that will become an issue. And I think that will be the ones that I recall that could have been used in the conversation, but I agree with Ernesto. I don't recall to her any of this in the actual video.
Okay. Which one, if we're talking about the same topic, which ones do you think we can use that are from here? Maybe not related to the video, but ones that we can use. Think about in a scenario where we have to use negotiator and key terms, like the ones that we have here. For example, in what scenario we could use mediation, a proposal as well, confidentiality, or commitment.
Perhaps in a conversation that has the same meaning of the one that we saw in the video, because yeah, probably after you sign a contract, you have a commitment with the company, and you as a company, you might have a commitment with your employee.
What do you think a good negotiator, or what are the strategies of a good negotiator? Because a negotiator it could be client to client, business to business, or it can be me. I'm having a business, and then I have a client that I need to discuss and give this client an offer, but the offer might not be good to the client, so the client might think about something else. We do it in our regular life. For example, if I go to Marketplace in Facebook, then in Facebook I see a pair of shoes or whatever I like, and then I'll talk to the person. I say, hey, in Spanish, right? So how much do you need for these shoes? And then he will say $25, and you can say, oh, I can give you 20, and then he will go, no, I need 25, or he will go, yeah, okay, that's okay. Or if you need to buy a car, you ask for the price, they will say, oh, $7,000, and you can say, oh, I can give you 6,000, and then he will be, okay, that's good, give me 6,000. So that's a kind of negotiation that we're doing, and I am a negotiator. Why? Because I am given my offer, and the seller or the client is given the offer as well. So either or, we are negotiating and we are a negotiator. Now, that being said, what do you think the strategies and tactics of a good negotiator has?
I think in that example you're making about making a sale, I think for the seller it would be good for him to really know which will be the lowest price he's willing to commit or receive from the buyer to negotiate, right? So, and I think in stuff like that, that's very common here in El Salvador to trade or to buy and sell stuff like that. It's like the common situation that you ask one price, for example, $100, but you know that people will ask for a discount. So
Right.
knowing which is your lower price you are willing to receive, it will be like the tactic to go and it's like bargain, right? And if the buyer it keeps asking you for less for a lower price, then you know that it's not a negotiation that's going to be successful because you have your limits, right? So it's like that info. And also another tactic or the strategy will be to know the market, which is the regular price or the normal price for an item similar to yours.
Like being
so
realistic.
It's basically, yeah. So it's basically information.
Yeah, that's correct. Yeah, and that's a good tactic or strategy when we're going to sell something. For a fact, we know that the person will ask for a discount. That's for sure.
That's a bargain, right? Bargain.
Yes.
Is that a verb?
Yes. Yes, it is.
Yeah, I saw it yesterday in the exercises.
Yeah. I want to show you. Where did it go? Oh, this one. This one here. Okay, so I'm gonna show you this video. Give me a second. Here. Okay, so it's the 3 steps to getting what you want in negotiation. Okay, so here we speak about negotiator, key terms, and some of the strategies that we need to use. So here we go.
When we think about negotiations, we think about being tough. We charge in like it's a battle, brandishing our influence and our power moves. But a negotiation doesn't have to be a fight, with winners and losers. Think of it more like a dance. 2 or more people moving fluidly in sync. We constantly negotiate at work. We negotiate for higher pay, promotions, vacations, and even greater autonomy. In fact, every day we negotiate just to get our job done and to secure resources for ourselves and our teams. And yet, when we go in with the wrong mindset, with our fists up, ready to fight, we aren't as successful. You know why? Because negotiation is not about dominating. It's about crafting a relationship, and relationships thrive when we find ways to give and to take and move together in unison. And to do that, you have to be well prepared. First, do your research. Figure out whether what you're asking for is realistic. What is your aspiration? What do you want? And what will make you walk away from the table? This might seem obvious, but too many people don't think it through. Let's say you're negotiating for a salary in a new job. Some people, they determine their ask based on their past salary. That isn't a good yardstick. You may end up asking for too much or too little. Instead, find out the range of what is possible. Look at industry reports, websites. Talk to people in your professional network to find out the lowest, average, and the highest salary for a similar role. And then make your ask closer to that upper limit. Build a solid rationale for why you are above average and thus deserving of that ask. Let's say you're negotiating for something less black and white, like the ability to work from home, to care for an aging parent, You need to study your company's policies on remote work. Ask yourself, when and why were these policies developed in the first place? Talk to trusted mentors to understand how working from home might affect issues that aren't on your radar. And think about how changing to working from home might actually affect others in your team. In fact, make a table summarizing the parts of your job that can be done remotely and the parts that require face-to-face interaction. This may sound like a lot to do, but when the person you're negotiating with sees that you've done all this homework, you're more likely to get that yes. It also helps you avoid being lied to while building the person's respect. Second, prepare mentally for the negotiation. Asking for things can get emotional. They're real and complex feelings at play. Fear, anxiety, anger, even hurt. It's essential to have strategies in place to manage those feelings. One strategy is to adopt a mindset of defensive pessimism. That just means that you accept obstacles and failures are likely in a negotiation. So it's better to put your energy in imagining the ways to overcome those obstacles. That way, you're ready to respond when you face it. Another strategy is emotional distancing. That is the idea of being less attached to any specific outcome. I know it's easier said than done. We all feel emotions like anger and hurt when our core identities are being threatened. When your manager may be challenging a truth that you hold dear about yourself, like you're a hard worker and you deserve this. Try and avoid thinking of negotiations as the ultimate test of your worth. Go in knowing that your requests might be met, that it might be denied, and that none of this is a measure of your worth. Also know that if you feel yourself getting upset, hurt during a negotiation, it's okay to step back. You can leave the dance floor and move up to the balcony. Just say, let me think about this a little more. Could we press pause and continue this tomorrow? The third and the final way you can prepare for negotiations is by putting yourself in the other person's shoes, taking the time to anticipate the other's needs and challenges. What pressures may they be under? What risks would they be taking? Do they even have the power to give you what you're asking for? What ripple effects might a yes mean? When you make that request, look to balance assertiveness about your own needs with a concern for the other. As you lay out your case, use phrases like, I'm asking for this because I know it's good for my team, that I want to achieve X and Y goals, and I know this is what will enable it. Arguments like that show that you're ambitious, you know what you want, but you also care for others. So many of our negotiation missteps, they don't actually come from disagreements, but misunderstanding the other person. So it's important to listen well, to ask why and why not. And you will surely find unexpected opportunities for win-win solutions.
Alrighty. Do you... No, I don't think we'll be able to listen to it again because it's 5 minutes. And we're missing only 7 minutes. I think it'll be more for discussion. So this is about hold on.
When we think about
Okay, so this is about getting the 3 steps to getting what you want in negotiation. I want you to hold on. Okay, here. She was mentioning about 3 steps to getting what you want in negotiation. I'll give you like 1 or 2 minutes so you can write down your thoughts or ideas or key points to remember what she spoke about, and then I'll ask you, okay? I'll give you 2 minutes so you can think about those. Two minutes so you can think about what you will say about what she spoke about the video and the importance of this. Benjamin, you're just right on time.
No kidding.
You're just on
I
time
know.
to say goodbye to the class. How are you?
I'm doing good, man. How are you?
Good. How are your babies? You got babies, eh?
Um, I wouldn't say a baby.
Who's big?
He's he's 9.
He's 9. Oh wow. Mine is gonna turn 4 now in October.
You can call it still a baby.
Oh yeah.
How do you say regañar?
You can say call attention to someone.
Call attention.
Uh,
Okay. Yeah, I just want to mention that Benjamin was calling me attention
calling your attention.
for not attending yesterday's class. And he's basically didn't attend to this class today. So noted.
Oh wow.
And
Look at him.
Right
How
now it's a tie.
yeah.
I will give the same answer as Laylee told me yesterday. Things happen.
Yeah.
Yeah, good one.
So, lately, why didn't you didn't join for the past 2 months? It's been 2 months now. Sorry, I need to listen to an audio. Okay. Good. So what are the 3 things that the lady mentioned? If you remember the 3 things, you can mention one of them, 2, or anything that you got from the video.
Okay. I'm not sure if it is the ones that she said, but I think
Okay.
the first one was trying to do a research and have something prepared for the negotiation.
Right.
The second one was trying to get a mindset to prepare yourself for the negotiation and try to be realistic and what you're looking for. And the last one, it was trying to be empathic or try to put yourself in the other person's shoes and try to go ahead and get some early anticipation about how the discussion can go. That's what I got.
Good. Yeah, that's good. That was a good catch, actually. Benjamin, what did you get?
The same thing. I agree with Ernesto.
Yeah.
Oh, I agree with all.
I agree, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah. Alejandro, what did you get from the video?
Well, what I get from the video was, well, we need to do a research and be prepared for the negotiation. The negotiation is more like a dance that you are going to look to find agreements and also or look for agreements and find alternatives for what you are asking. And the last one is empathize with the person that you're going to talk or where you are going to
Negotiate.
negotiate what you are looking.
Right. Yeah, I think that also like I agree with the part like being realistic as well. It plays an important role because if you're gonna ask something that goes way higher than the value of a fan or the business topic that you are referring to, whatever. It could be a project, and then the amount of money that you're requiring for that is quite it's quite a lot. So then, I mean, of course, you're not gonna be able to close that negotiation because you're not being realistic. There are a lot of stuff that come into play when it comes to being in a negotiation talk. Okay. That's good. We're gonna continue with this conversation tomorrow about, the different topics that we have. And I'm gonna let you guys go. Thank you for joining, and I hope you have a great Tuesday.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Have a
You
good
too.
day.
This
Take
was
care.
a long class for Ben.
Yeah.
Yeah.
2 minutes.
I'm
A
exhausted.
2 minutes class. Oh, I'm exhausted. Bye. All right,
I
ciao.
just joined for this. Come on.
Yeah. All right, ciao.
Bye,
Okay,
guys.
bye-bye. Take care.
Bye. Thank you.